You have to be committed, you have to be passionate, and you have to work hard.
A titan, a powerful figure who stands out for greatness of achievement. Meet the giants in the Titans' journey in the Ministry of Sport and Community Development's Community Sport Titan Series, a component of the SHAPE program. Introducing Sport Titan Charmain Archer from Canaan, Tobago, all-round athlete and sports administrator.
Well, fortunately for me, I was born into a family of sport people. The family is a large one, the Archers, and all my siblings participated in some sport or the other, whether it was netball, basketball, cricket, football, track and field. And when in our days you are dragged with everybody else to go to support when there is any activity, so that piqued my interest. Well, my community is Tobago, and I have been servicing Tobago for over 3 decades. And I would have gone through the length and breadth of Tobago. And for me, I started volunteering from an early age, which really drew me into this volunteerism. I started at 3rd form in Bishops, where I started officiating at the community netball level. And then I graduated from there a few years after. I started officiating at basketball. And then subsequently I was employed by the THA as a games coach, and that took me throughout the length and breadth of Tobago, which is my community. Well, my proudest moment for me personally is being the first Tobagonian to be brought on board with the national netball coaching staff in 2008. And that was also part of me moving on to helping to further mold some of the young minds that I would have been incorporating with in the Tobago scenario. And when they moved on to national level, having somebody who they are comfortable with made the transition even easier for them as well. So it was a fascinating thing. That was my proudest moment, but there are several others. I was also privileged to be a part of the first selection of the national juniors netball team, and that would have been 1998, when we had 3 members from Tobago: Charmain Patrick, Nicolee James, and Kemba Duncan. And as I sit here today, that same Kemba Duncan is the assistant national senior coach with the current netball team. It just comes around full circle. Well, there were several awards that I can't even remember some of them, because to be honest, I would have been given, awards from several organizations here and there, but the ones that I can remember offhand is Trinidad and Tobago Netball Association would have awarded me, the Tobago Netball League would have awarded me, the Trinidad and Tobago Secondary Schools Netball Association and the National Joint Action Committee would have presented me with an award for long-standing service towards community work within the sphere of Trinidad and Tobago. Well, challenges are always there, and I am sure you will anticipate me saying that finances was one of the major challenges. And that is based on the fact that because within the spheres of where I work, it would have been incorporated under the aegis of the Division of Education Infrastructure. The Division of Education, and what would have happened is the funding would have come from budgetary allocations, but it has always been inadequate. Nevertheless, we would have worked with whatever was available, and we would have made our allowances and our cuts and adjustments, and we did well. Tobago did well all the time, in spite of. Well, sport, as anybody would know, sport is a bond, is a niche for a community to really bond together and to get the young people involved and show some level of camaraderie and togetherness. And from that, you get a better and a more productive community when you have people who are involved in sport on a regular basis. But in order for that to happen too, you have to be good exemplars as the leaders, and you have to always involve the participants, whether it's leisure or competitive. They must buy into the whole concept of what you have. It's not a situation that you have something and you're just dishing it out to them and they don't know what the end result is. It must be a holistic approach. I would like the athletes to persevere. You have to be committed. You have to be passionate, and you have to work hard. Nothing comes easy. And we like to live in a society where we like quick fixes. They have to understand that sport is not a quick fix. It takes hard work and dedication. And I've been doing it for over 3 decades, which is, for the people who feel that I'm speaking in a different language, over 3 decades is over 30 years, so it's probably older than a lot of the athletes. They have to understand it takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time, and there will always be detractors, so you have to stay focused.
The Community Sport Titan series is brought to you by the Ministry of Sport and Community Development. Remember to like, follow and share the Titans Journey on social media.